I did share a lot of my portfolio during my first interview video, so if you'd like to see some of that, you can check that out. But this is going to go more in depth of what I have inside and kind of what each page looks like. Hi guys, today I'm going to show you my teaching portfolio that I will use for interviews and kind of what I have inside and why I think it's important to show you guys this. I did share a lot of my portfolio during my interview video, so you can go back and look at that if you're interested. But for now, I'm going to share this more in depth for you guys so that you can really get a closer look. I would like to thank Michelle at A Pocketful of Primary for her wonderful product, which really helps make my portfolio look fabulous. If you'd like to use this outline for your own portfolio, you can check out Michelle's TPT store, which I will link in the description below, and you can see a full editable version on there. If you head over to A Pocketful of Primary's channel, you can see Michelle's in-depth version using this template, and this is really what I used in order to make mine look really, really great. So without further ado, let's begin. Here you can see the cover, which helps make this look professional and fun when you pull it out during your interview. This cover is part of the outline you can get in the portfolio bundle. The binder is from Amazon, which I will link in the description below. And this binder is great because it is a black/leather canvas material with space to put the cover, which is great. Okay, so let's see what's on the inside now. On the inside, I have a few different papers over here that you can see, and of course I would take these out for an interview, but for now they are here until I decide whether or not I want to put them in. So different certificates and articles and things that I think are important, but that I haven't quite decided where I would like to put them in the actual portfolio yet. So down here is my business card, and it has a picture of me with all of my information. I got this from Vistaprint, and it has been really, really nice to have just to give to whoever's interviewing me. So if you are looking for business cards, Vistaprint is very customizable and arrived quickly and was a really reasonable price, so I'll link them below as well. My first section is Informational Documents, and after that is the table of contents, which is helpful to show the items I have in my informational documents section. But in reality, I know all of these items and where they are in this section because during an interview, I need to know exactly where to find these documents so I can quickly turn to them when I need to use them to support whatever point I might be trying to make. But if a interviewer is wanting to look through my portfolio, I can then easily show them and they know exactly where to find all of this information. So I have resume, cover letter, letters of recommendation, philosophy of education, teaching certificate, test scores, official transcript, and formal evaluations. So this is my resume, and I actually made the template myself, but I used a lot of different templates that I've seen online to really help make it look visually appealing. And if you'd like a closer look at this, please let me know in the comments below and I can give you a more in-depth view of my resume. Next up is my cover letter, and I just print out whatever cover letter I have for whatever school might be interviewing me. I always make sure to save each of my cover letters under the name of the school and what position I'm applying for, just so I can easily find them. So this one is for the Montessori school that I interviewed at, and whatever school I'd be interviewing at, that would be the one I would include. Next, you can see my letters of recommendation, and I've just included all of the ones I've gotten, starting with the most important one first and following up with the other ones that would be helpful in showing an interviewer. And then I have my philosophy of education. Again, I just followed Michelle's template of why I teach, what I teach, and how I teach. I just thought this was a great idea in order to showcase your philosophy of education, and I really appreciate that she was able to show me this because it's been really, really helpful in making a nice, cohesive portfolio. And then I have my transcripts. I have my EdTPA score and both my Praxis 1 and Praxis 2 scores. And then here I just have a bunch of pages of the assessments or evaluations that were filled out by my cooperating teacher and by my supervisor who came in and observed lessons of mine. And it just helps to show the growth that I've made over the semester of student teaching, to really help showcase again that I've grown and that here are some of my strengths. So you can see that I actually didn't include my teaching certificate because I have to print that out still. I have a few extra documents that aren't listed in my table of contents, but are still some helpful ones that I'd like to include just to have them in there in case I were to be asked about any of my professional development, because I have done them through these I have done professional development actually through educational webinars, and I've learned about many different things like math tasks and exit tickets, math centers, and then art-infused student leadership projects. So those are just a few of the ones I've watched, but it's been really helpful to watch those as well and get that professional development. So my next section then is my lesson plan examples. And you'll notice it's not as nicely laid out as my previous section, but it's still a work in progress and I'm just trying to make it better and better. The first lesson plan example is actually from when I taught Spanish, and that was for when I interviewed at the Montessori school, because when I taught Spanish, it was also at a Montessori school. So in the future, if I wasn't interviewing at a Montessori school, I would probably change this one out or just move it to the back. Here shows one of the lesson plan examples that I filled in. So here at the top, this whole thing is customizable. You can put in whatever title you want, and there's space for pictures with little captions underneath, and then you can write what you would like to say about this particular lesson plan. So this one would be really helpful to include in the beginning: differentiation and choice. And Michelle said in her video, which I thought was a really great idea, she bolds all of the important things that she would want to catch an interviewer's eyes. So I also did the same because I thought it was so brilliant. So some of the ones I did are: choice is important, differentiate based on learning styles, questions to deepen their thinking, monitor their progress and comprehension. So those are just a few of the things I included and bolded in order to stand out to an interviewer. And then here I have Breakout, which is another one of my really beloved lessons that I wrote and conducted in my student teaching classroom. So I just included different things. You can see here I didn't actually bold anything because the sentences are so short, but this is a very important one that I would definitely talk about in an interview. The next section is this miscellaneous documents. As you could see, my portfolio is totally a work in progress, but I think that's okay because you're supposed to tailor your portfolio to match the job that you want anyways. My main purpose for making and using a portfolio is to really help strengthen any points or examples that I make during an interview. I wanted to make this video in order to show you guys what mine looks like in case you were in the process of making yours as well. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please check out Michelle's channel, A Pocketful of Primary, because she is great and she has really been my inspiration for all of my teaching videos and especially my portfolio. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to watch my past videos, you can click either of the video links below. And if you'd like to subscribe, you can click the subscribe button above. Any links to my social media accounts and products listed in this video will be in the description below. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye guys!